Hey. Hi. What's going on? Hey, everybody. Hey. Gather
Hey,
around the Christmas tree lot. We're going to gather hands. We're going to hold them. We're going to be singing carols.
mm-hmm.
Sweet silver bells, and then they ding, and then we know it's Christmas time. Those are the lyrics, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, when you were singing Christmas carols with your choir,
Oh
you,
yeah,
you
I
you
sang with that
sang.
choir for 12 years.
Oh yeah, you sang with the church choir, and it was you learned how to sing about eggshells.
Yes,
Yes, yes, I do remember that. I do remember
yes. That's how you
that.
enunciate it is eggshells, and it will come off sounding right.
Excelsis,
Uh-huh.
eggshells. Hello, Michelle. Come hang out. We're singing Christmas carols. We're getting warmed up on this cold Washington D.C. winter.
I'm telling you, it's frigid.
It's cold.
I Speaking of cold, you guys, I'm not built for this. I'm a native Californian. I'm not built for this. It has not been 50 degrees here for 3 weeks, and I ain't seen my shadow in 3 weeks either. And like I said, we're not built for this.
It's very cold.
It's very cold,
It's very
it's very
cold.
dark. I don't like it. I
So,
know I'm being a big baby, but I tell you, Californians are a bunch of
oh,
weather
Jeannie.
sissies, and we own it.
At least you're a weather sissy. I'm a big weather sissy too. I cannot stand the heat, and I chose to live in Los Angeles. Aren't I smart? I'm just brilliant. I am the smartest person ever. So it's cold. It's Christmas, but we're warmed up. You know, we got our coffees or our cocos. You know, we're holding it. We're holding it with both hands. So the warm
Yes,
beverage keeps our fingers warm as we hunt for a tree here in Washington D.C. Before we
I
go to Salem.
know.
We're gonna go to Salem next and see if we can find a
Isn't
tree
that
there.
beautiful? Actually, Matt, that made me think of, when you were really little, we did that.
Tree lot hopping?
Do you remember going and chopping down our tree, getting a tree that was cut?
Like the one time, yes.
Not the one time, babe. It was many years.
Going to the Christmas tree lot? Absolutely, I remember going to the Christmas tree lot.
Okay.
1,000%. Who wouldn't remember such a trip? We go all the time. We would look and we would choose and be like, I want this one, but ultimately mom wants that one, and so that's the one we would get. But it's not like I knew what I was looking for. Who knew? Who even knows now? You didn't even
Who
know what
even
you were
knows
looking
now?
for. You're like, this one's tall enough. That's all I get. And then I guess it's not. The branches are in such a way I can hang the stuff. Let's
Well, you
get
have to
this one.
decide which kind you want too. There's more than one kind.
Do you
There's a
want a
noble fir and there's some
Do
other
you want a
ones.
Douglas fir? Do you want a
Is
noble
that a don't?
fir?
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
you
You
want
want
a
a Douglas,
fuzzy
you want a
pine?
noble? Exactly.
Definitely
See,
went
Matt,
to
you
where
remember all
Sandra's
that
at.
very well.
Yeah, I remember going.
So,
I loved Christmas when I was a kid. I would love Christmas more if when I was as an adult if I could afford decorations. But when you're a kid, and everybody knows this, when you're a kid, Christmas feels like it's this long ass portion of the year. It
but it's
just
not.
feels never ending from Christmas, like the 2 week Christmas break and all that, and the holiday, and then the Thanksgiving before then, and then you're doing decorations, and then everything on TV, is having their
I
Christmas
know.
episodes, the holiday commercials. You got the Christmas carols on the radio. It just felt like just a huge season, and as an
You know what?
adult, it doesn't feel like that no more.
It doesn't feel like that anymore, but I say in about 10 days, you come to my house and give it a try.
But if I could get decorations, if people would
Yeah,
contribute to the chat so I can decorate my home, then maybe I would get some of that Christmas magic again.
that would be awesome.
Ba-ba-da-dum. Well, it's Christmas magic in at the Winterfest. Not specifically Christmas, but it's the Christmas party. Let's get real.
Well, I appreciated Winterfest.
It
I
wasn't the
think,
epic that we were looking for.
no, that was about to be my point. You know how sometimes the 2 weeks leading up to Christmas is better than the Christmas day itself.
Right.
And that's how I feel about Winterfest.
Yeah.
The kind of Winterfest for me was more interesting than the actual Winterfest was.
Yeah, Winterfest itself is just like another party at the Fairmont
I
Crest.
they were talking about there's carolers outside. Well, damn it, I wanted to
At
see the
least
carol.
see them. Don't talk about the stuff. Let's see. It's Christmas, gosh darn it. And those songs cost
And
no money to put on TV, okay?
yeah, and because the Gates has is the soap opera that's a little when it comes to sets and when it comes to wardrobe and when it comes to decor, it's a little over the top compared to the others.
Yeah.
So you set us up, y'all, to want that from the Winterfest.
They did. They did. So we're gonna have
And
to
it
have
was
our
a
own
little
Winterfest next
underwhelming.
week, I think. We're gonna have our own Winterfest. We're gonna have to find a Santa. We're gonna
The
have
most
to
entertaining part of Winterfest for me was Vanessa's antics.
Vanessa stepping out of the usual that we usually see Vanessa, right?
Hmm.
Uh, Nicole too, to a degree. Uh, with Hot Doctor, she's got a new Hot Doctor to impress, so that's neat.
Uh-huh.
Nicole does, but Vanessa, my gosh, okay, I don't know. She is having some sort of like we've seen it, so I guess there's no question about it. This is the story we're watching unfold before us. Is just this delicious criminal power. It's so delicious that it's just making her make choices.
I mean, she's digging this whole power and being naughty and sort of illegal and sort of not.
Yeah.
She's loving that almost as much as she does the other thing she appreciates so much.
I think she likes it more than other thing she because now that's been folded into her business model. There
I
is
know.
something about this life that Vanessa just finds so delicious. And it's
Yeah.
interesting because we usually don't necessarily see a soap character do this, right? So it's brand
No,
new.
she's
We got
different.
we got a blank check to do whatever we want. It's a brand new soap. It's not even a year old yet, so these characters can do whatever they want. And it makes perfect
Sure.
sense. We got nothing to live up to. But usually in the debate, you see more of like a battle of your inner conscience. You got people on the outside trying to pull you back to the side of good, back to the family that you were with, instead of being drawn into the mafia and the money and the intrigue there. But no,
Well,
she's
I think
she's
the
two
new
feet
Pretty
in.
Girls have tried to talk some sense into her a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit though, but it's not this huge like it's not Jason coming to Carly's aid over on General Hospital is what I'm saying.
No,
So
because pretty much as soon as Vanessa tells them to shut your traps, it ain't your business, beep, 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 they do.
they do, and so she's 2 feet deep. To her actual feet, not 2 feet, but two of her 10 toes deep in it, folks. Like
She
she's
is.
dove right in. She is loving it to a degree where Joey's like, okay, that's kind of cool and kind of hot for me, but also at the same time, like, what's going on here?
Yeah, you two out there.
You're liking this too much. Like I've seen maybe he's seen something similar. His criminal instinct is saying that this is going to be a disaster at some point for
You know,
me
wouldn't it be?
professionally.
Wouldn't it? I want the Mrs. Armstrong to show up. They've referred to her a couple of times because he's been married before.
Hmm.
Now I don't remember if she passed away. I don't think so. Wouldn't it be fun for for Mrs. Armstrong to show up, and she's a bad old girl,
She's just the BA.
a badass girl. Yeah, that would be good. That'd be good. You know what? One thing for sure for Vanessa, she has decided she don't give a care what any of you fools think.
Nope. Nope. She's living her own life. She's doing her own thing. Divorced but not dead. Ginger assures. Divorced.
Oh, I want
Who would you cast,
Mrs.
Ma?
Armstrong to
Who would you
return.
cast as Mrs. Armstrong? Would you get somebody new, or would you find a soap veteran out there to come in and be Mrs. Armstrong? What move would you take if you were making the choice?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I think either one of the Carlys could do it,
Yeah.
Tamara or Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you know what came to my mind first? But she's never been on a soap. I think Katie Seagal would be so badass.
Yeah, she's primetime lady though. I don't know if she would
I know.
quote unquote, go down to soaps. It's a different commitment. It's a
It
completely
is,
different
but
machine, you
can you
know?
imagine? Can you imagine?
She would dominate. But also we got Jack A. Harry over on Days of Our Lives. And she
Mhm.
was big, sitcom. She did a series of sitcoms one after the other. And now she's on Days of Our Lives. And that's a move, that I wouldn't necessarily have been
Yeah.
like, I bet one day we're gonna see this lady on this show.
I mean, I don't know, Katie might be on a new season of something in the next, whoever months. I don't know what she's up to. But of course, I know, the Connors is over, so she's not on that.
Yeah. What fun if it was Katie McLean. Unfortunately, Katie's already Pamela. So unless Pamela is actually Mrs. Armstrong with a whole new different identity, and we're gonna get the grand reveal where she pulls that wig off and she drops the stupid voice and then she starts acting different, I'm not sure it'll be Katie McLean. Michelle
I
wants it
don't
to be
know that
Jane
John and
Elliott.
Katie would want that. They are divorced. Maybe they wouldn't want to be put together.
Maybe not. I don't know. It seemed to be amicable from our perspective out here, way on the sidelines, only being able to read this in the media.
But I was thinking about the other show, like Rena
And
and
Wally.
Walt.
Yeah.
They were totally cool with being on the show together again, but they didn't want to be partnered again.
Right, right. I get that. But then an ex Mrs. Armstrong wouldn't be his current partner. So
No,
maybe.
that's true.
Maybe.
That's true.
There's suggestions in here that maybe it could be Lynn Herring or Jane Elliott. We're just continuing to pilfer from the General Hospital cast is what we're doing. It's like nobody on GH is safe, folks. We're gonna steal you. It's like WWF versus WCW. Who's gonna show up
Uh-huh.
on what show next? It's tough. Casting is
Yeah,
tough, right? You would have
it
to go
is.
through the audition process and really have conversations with people and get feedback from those who might have a strong opinion.
But Vanessa is something, isn't she? Vanessa is something. I think we're going to see a crash and burn from her eventually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. She's going to hit the wall. And Joey's going to have to pull the rug out from under her at some point, I think.
Maybe to like, because she's just too far out there in the cast, huh? He gonna have to reel her in
He's going to
some
be like, all right.
because he's getting worried now that you're so out there, you're gonna blow my cover on things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I can trust you to keep your mouth shut when it needs to be quiet. You're
Right.
loving it. Like, you're getting to a point in which you might be loving it so much you want to start bragging about it.
Right.
And we don't need that.
And the ladies, I guess maybe a couple of them are partaking there, but some of them are like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't need this kind of service. What are you doing?"
Okay, stop trying to sell your gigolos to your friends.
Right.
If they wanted that kind of stuff, they would have gotten it before.
And that's mainly where my statement earlier about Vanessa just not giving a care what anybody thinks. I don't care if you think I'm a hoe. I don't care if you think I'm a criminal. I don't care if you think I'm a sex worker. I don't care.
I'm gonna lock you in a closet, Joey Armstrong, next week. I'll be on the
Wow.
gates. But while we're
But
yeah,
so what did you think of Greg Vaughn?
exactly. I was getting right there. It says while we're pilfering from other casts, Greg Vaughn made his debut this week.
Yeah, well, I was okay with it. I think he was trying a little too hard.
Yeah,
The second time they had seen, well, when they had scenes together when he was at her office.
maybe he's nervous.
Well, maybe, huh?
Maybe. I
But
can see that. Maybe he's trying too hard to make an impact, to be accepted, to land this, to stick this debut and make something compelling for the show. That's creatively satisfying and also interesting to the people who are watching at home.
Sure. But I don't mind Nicole having a little something going on with what's his name, Kyle?
Kyle, but it's not
He's
spelled
Kyle.
Kyle. It's spelled Kial.
It's weird. Kyle
Kyle.
Dial.
Kyle. Kyle.
Yeah, it's a
I've
weird
never been a
spelling to
big
me.
folks. I'm sorry if you're out there. If you are Kyle, if you have a kid named Kyle, a nephew, a son, a father, a grandfather, or somebody that you've looked up to in your life named Kyle, I am not a fan of the name Kyle. I don't enjoy it. I don't
I
think it
like
sounds good.
Kyle. I like the name Kyle fine, but Kyle is not distracting. The way they're spelling it is
Well,
distracting.
here's the thing, though. I mean, we can't judge the spelling of it because we don't know where this Kyle comes from. You know, it could be like some sort of like Germanic or some sort of Swedish spelling of Kyle that's
Okay.
perfectly acceptable in a place and perfect no, acceptable. Of course, it's acceptable. It's somebody's name, but perfectly common somewhere outside the United States.
It could very well
That,
be.
or just like earlier, Jeannie walked away and her cat walked across her keyboard.
Mhm.
Maybe that's what happened when they were trying to name this character. And they came back, they're like, Kyle, that's brilliant. Brilliant. Spot, come over here.
Well, it does. It does help me when I won't forget his name because I know his name, and I do this all the time, word association. His name rhymes with a dial soap.
Well, so does Kyle when it's Kyle.
I know, but I'll just remember it that way because I'm thinking of a bar of soap.
Kyle
Okay,
dial, or
I'm
you're
weird.
dialing a
I'm
telephone,
weird.
dialing the Stargate, whatever it might be.
Yeah,
Jeannie says she doesn't care because he's hot, basically. I mean, I'm translating what she says, but
I tell you
that's the
what,
sentiment.
Greg Vaughn is old man hot. Yes, he is.
Old man, he's not even old, man. He's
I
middle
think
aged.
that he no, and I'm not saying he's an old man. Does not look like a child.
No, he is definitely somebody who has grown up into being an adult. No question about it. He is an
He
adult.
doesn't look 35.
He doesn't look 35. No, he looks 45 or 50. He looks middle
He
aged.
looks 55 to me.
He looks 55 to you, does he? Well, how
Yeah.
old is Greg Vaughn in real life? We're going to find out right now, folks.
So to me, he's old man hot.
We're going to look it up. The research department is on it, and the research department is my fingers.
Isn't it interesting how Ted is jealous of anyone that Nicole looks at ever? Ted
Well,
is so jealous every time.
52 years old, Greg Vaughn is.
See?
52. He's jealous, but also his marriage fell apart due to a mistake that he made when he was a much younger man. The
I
marriage
know.
was fresh, like from one. This is not forgiveness. This is analysis. All right,
Mhm.
folks. There's a difference between understanding and condoning. From his point of view and perspective, his marriage fell apart 2 decades after a mistake that he made and felt like he had dealt with and moved on from. Has the family, hadn't thought about it for a million years. Suddenly, boom, it's right back into his face, and his whole life falls apart. There wasn't a chance for him to
Agree.
fall out of love with Nicole or still
No.
not want her or anything like that. So
Right.
him having some residual feeling or being like, I don't like that she's hanging out with this doctor, I think makes perfect sense. Nicole is also perfectly reasonable to have dumped his butt on the curb over the choices and actions that he made 2 decades prior. Totally,
Well, yeah,
totally
because
okay.
she feels like their marriage was strong enough that he didn't have to have this secret for 2 decades.
He Nicole is, and this is something that we've seen, I would say at least twice on the show now so far since its debut to now. Nicole is far more accepting, understanding, and reasonable than her family gives her credit for. For some reason, maybe they hold her on some sort of pedestal because she is so put together compared to the rest of the Duprees,
Hmm.
because she's so successful in her career, because she's such a powerful psychologist, all of this sort of stuff. It's entirely possible that they have elevated her to a point where they have to shield her and protect Nicole from this stuff, even though if you just effing told me,
Right.
we could deal with it and move on from it together.
That's true. I wonder if the family would feel like, "Well, we don't want to tell her something because we don't want everything psychoanalyzed."
That might be an element of it as well. They're afraid of being analyzed and talked out of something. And
Hmm.
also, they're trying to shield this paragon of Dupree away from the mess that we're
Yeah.
constantly having to mop up.
Well, this is what Ted needs to stop doing. He needs to stop giving Leslie even a sliver of
Unfortunately,
attention.
as much as you want the cast of the characters on this show to make it so Leslie moves out of Washington D.C. entirely and is no longer on Beyond the Gates, I just don't see it playing out that way.
I know, but he needs to leave Leslie alone. Do
Everybody
not
needs,
give her
absolutely.
any opportunity
Hello,
for anything.
Patrick.
And If you hit it and quit it with Shanice, you're going to be in the bad column for me
It's because of your high respect for Shanice?
because it would just be so wrong of him to do that.
Well, I guess he's the type.
I'm afraid that
And
he
he want
might be.
and he's just gonna wind up with babies, babies, babies all across town.
My gosh, my gosh. If they're not careful, and they're not careful on this gate show, with the exception, yeah, Jacob's not a bad guy. But if they're not careful, they're going to make
Every dude.
Derek look like a freaking catch.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I'm seeing this commentary time and time again, and I share it as well. And it is getting louder as the weeks progress. When it comes to Vernon and his little secret phone calls and this, that, and the other stuff, the little clips of, well, we could just do it right here in the living room, all that sort of stuff, that happens week on end. The audience of Beyond the Gates are beginning to come together with a singular opinion of, move on, please. Drop this obvious attempt to make us think that Vernon is doing something on the side when he's really planning for ... question mark, just tell us.
And what they should have done with this storyline, I feel like Vernon should have taken the stage at Winterfest and knocked it out of the ballpark, singing some Christmas carols,
That would have been awesome.
making Cole look shabby.
That is what we would have enjoyed here on the 10th floor. It's what we wanted. It's what we begged for. It's what we predicted would happen.
That's what
And
I wanted.
unfortunately, it's not what planned out. At this point, it's looking like maybe he's planning a second proposal, renewal of vows type of thing.
A New Year's Eve kind
A
of thing,
New
maybe.
Year's Eve, Christmas Day, sort of like second proposal in some sort of grandiose way where he needed somebody to help him plan. And that simply comes off of this week's nugget of conversation, which is, well, we can do it right here in the living room. So they're planning on doing something, and it's not it. It's
Right.
something for Anita.
Obviously. Obviously. So, yeah, I agree with others. I don't care. Go ahead, play out this all the way to New Year's Eve. Cut the stupid in the windows. We all know that he ain't doing nothing with Sharon like that.
Yeah. Just let us in as an audience so we can enjoy all of us keeping it from Anita. That's the fun.
Exactly.
Is instead of Anita's gonna think that we're cheating and we're gonna have drama there, it's us being on Vernon's side, hoping that he could keep it away from her. Oh, she's about to find out. She's about to find the guest list. I gotta hide it from her before she looks in my desk. Those are the moments I think that we might be able to invest in more. Especially
Yes.
since we all see the writing on the wall. It's a new show. I understand also that it has attracted a bit of a newer audience as well. There's lots of ways to watch it. It's on multiple networks. It's on streaming, all sorts of different stuff. Great job, Beyond the Gates. But your audience, I think, is still going to be soap smart. And in this situation, we're too soap smart to think that Vernon is doing anything other than trying to impress his lovely wife.
I tell you who I enjoy.
Bless you. That's
got to sneeze.
that's usually
Had to
what I
sneeze.
do.
I know. I enjoy June. I do.
Yeah.
I enjoy Orphe Jeans. Pretty much anything they do in Orphe Jeans. I enjoy it.
You like it better than going to the Fairmont Crest.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm
You're not
like,
upper
sometimes
crust
I
stuffed
think,
shirt person, though, Ma. So I understand.
no, I'm not. And yes, and that's kind of my idea sometimes after I watch a scene is, y'all deserve each other. Holy crap.
You attract it amongst yourselves by just being you.
You guys deserve each other.
I gotta do something about this light. Hold on a sec.
Oh boy. Did he say someone was at the door? I didn't understand him.
Oh, now
Did you
it's
say someone was at the door?
No. I needed to do something about the light, but I didn't actually fix it.
No, you got you got sunshine shining on your face a little bit. I
And now
know.
it's way too dark. I gotta figure this out.
Got to figure it out. Okay.
How about
I
this?
thought you said someone was at the door.
No, no, nobody was at the door. But this is going to have to be good enough, folks. It's like I'm a broadcast. It's you see, it's night. You can see the darkness above me here at this Christmas tree lot. So now,
And it's realistic, Matt. One of those spotlights is just shining on you at the Christmas tree lot.
I'm just
telling
trying
you,
to make it so everybody can see my
it doesn't
beautiful
get any
features.
lighter than that at my house,
Oh yeah.
and the sky is never
Well, it's
full
it's
of.
well, it's super foggy over there, from my understanding.
Like I said, I haven't seen the sun in almost 3 weeks.
Well, I'm glad that you can see it on television. I'm glad you can see it on Beyond the Gates, and hopefully Bill can last long enough to see the next sunrise.
Wasn't it interesting? Didn't Haley almost seem sympathetic?
There is something about there's something.
She almost seemed sympathetic.
Here's the thing. So, we know and love people who work on the show. So that I want to be really kind and nice about it. But also at the same time, there are some legitimate elements and plot beats of said show which leave me a little confused. Like this one. Why did she suddenly have this like panic attack and and wake him up and like I don't understand.
Yeah, well, it was funny the way she woke him up. She just slapped the heck out of him. That's how she woke him up.
Yeah.
But you would think that she would be like, I don't know, plugging his nose or something.
Right. I don't get it, because she's been like desperate for this thing to work, and now he collapses and she's like, "Oh no." So is this supposed to be like Haley actually has a heart? Like she thought that she'd be able to go through with it until she actually has to, and then now she's being, faced
Well,
with the reality?
I don't know, not really though, because then she tells what's his bucket on Randy on the phone. She tells him this can't happen again unless he's somewhere isolated.
I guess so her panic then was so it would happen in a more convenient location?
Yeah, that's what she said. She said, well, and Randy, I don't know why he didn't say, well, then poison him somewhere else, dumbass. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's why I'm left a little bit confused, because maybe maybe we just need to blame the actor.
Maybe.
Maybe the actor
But
just played up the wrong emotion during the collapsing of Bill's scene, and it came off as concern for him when it should have come off with concern over everything else, the timing,
Yeah.
the place, how it fits in the plan.
That's what it was.
But I guess it was not read as that by you're not alone, I'm not alone. A multitude of people out there was like, I don't understand why she cared.
Yeah.
But if you follow it up with that scene and you really think about like the arc over the days and how one conversation impacts the next and all of that scientific mumbo jumbo, I
This
guess
would
you
have
could look
been
at it like that.
this would have been so much better and so much funnier if when he collapsed, she gave him not a super big kick, but a little kick. Good.
Well, I
And
mean,
then went over his body to, like just make see if he was breathing or whatever. Try to plug his nose and cover his mouth, and then he's like, and he wakes up.
Oh, well,
That'd have been a lot better.
but then that goes against this is the wrong place. He needs to do it in our home where
It
nobody
does.
can,
It does. But what they've led us up to so far, though, you would think that's what Haley would have reacted with. Oh, good fool.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm right. Everybody's right. It was a confusing sequence.
It was confusing.
So,
But now, you know what? When she saw that girl. Now there was a couple of things about the girl that I noticed. For one thing, there was something about it really showed me. We already knew this, but it showed me Bill's character even more.
yeah.
He is a slimy lawyer. He don't care what you've done. He doesn't.
I don't care what you've done either.
He does not care what you have done. He is going to make sure you get to walk out the door doing it.
Well, that's what a lawyer's job is, honestly.
Sure, but I mean, he's like, yeah, any old buddy, come on in. That's because it was the way he was talking with that girl. It wasn't like she was misunderstood at all.
I mean, because I mean, you got to do the job. You got to do the job. There's like this legal thing out there. It's like the Hippocratic Oath, I guess. But I don't think there's any sort of, or maybe there is. I don't know. I don't know the facts. I'm not a lawyer. I never passed the bar. But go with me on this ride anyway. Oh, God. Never
Matt,
mind. God said no.
did he say no? Okay.
I was taking a breath. I was taking a breath and it started choking. I am not to say what it is I was about to go for. Never mind. Moving right along. Moving right along. All right. Is there anything else you want to cover here in the Fairmont Crest, Mother, before we hop aboard our private jet to Salem, Illinois?
Um, just that it'll be interesting next week because no new client at Bill's office. Haley and she recognized one another big time.
Well, we're gonna have to see how that all of that unfolds. What sort of
So
criminality did they get in before?
We're gonna know. We know that this client, and I don't remember her name. This client totally knows what Haley's all about.
Oh, totally, 100%, no doubt about it.
She's gonna know all about Haley's past, and she's gonna know that
What
she's
she's
a,
done.
she's a home
Widow.
wrecker. She's a
Black
home wrecker
Widow.
for hire, and her client is herself.
I'm gonna hire myself to whack this guy and take his money.
So that's all.
That's all.
That's all.
That's all. Well, we're gonna look forward to that. Beyond the Gates, continuing to leave us with questions week upon week, and also enjoyment and silly little Leslie moments.
And so far, you know how I mentioned there was not enough Christmas decor on the GH. This show is doing pretty good on the Christmas decor. I'm enjoying it.
Well, everybody, let's go hang out in Brady's Pub for a little while. Huh?
All right, let's go.
We're gonna go to hang out. We're gonna hop aboard our private jet. We're gonna go hang out at Brady's Pub, where they're gonna be playing that same twanging music, but with a holiday theme.
I know. I recognize it too. I said, "Oh boy, there is my twangy Christmas like I wanted," and it sounded exactly like I expected.
Anyway,
Yep.
nobody's watching this podcast. I need to do something about this light again. I am so distracted by it. Look at it. It's
It looks
awful.
like you got an orb on front of your
I feel
face.
like I'm Ghost Matthew, podcasting from beyond.
Yeah, you look like Patrick Swayze on The Ghost.
What a good movie. You should talk about that while I step away for a moment.
That is a good movie, huh? That is a good movie. Ooh, especially at the made me think of when the ghost, well, not the ghost, when the demon comes in and grabs the dude, and the at the end, and the glass falls on him.
We're gonna call it good enough.
Boy,
Have a groovy
Glad I
week,
get it.
everyone. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Ginger wants us to have a groovy week, and I'm with that.
well,
I'm with that. You were talking about the death of President Fitz from
yeah,
Scandal.
that's what made it. That's the first thing I thought of was the demon coming in to get him.
You are the most violent person. It's crazy how much you love Hollywood violence.
But
And
you
you're
know
not even a
what's-
big
but you know
action
what's
movie
funny,
fan.
though? You know what's funny though, Matt?
What's that?
I do not enjoy horror films.
Yeah, well, there's a difference between, like, the bad guy getting what's coming, I guess.
Exactly. I
Versus
just
a
want to see somebody
series.
get a big.
Well, Ma.
Anyway, we're at the pub.
We're at the pub.
Everybody ordered a cheeseburger. It seems like that's the only thing anybody gets.
Just
Shout.
the rampant heart disease that exists in Salem actually keeps University Hospital open. That's the cardiac wing is actually the only place where there hasn't been any budget cuts because they can't, the citizens can't medically afford it, having less money going through the cardiac
Right.
wing. We even like stop at fast food joints to sneak burgers into the loony bin. Okay, and this burger is bigger than a 12-year-old's head. All right, folks, this burger's huge.
I tell you what, since you went there, Sophia just come in and out of there like nothing, huh?
I mean, she knows that the guard goes for a walk around the block, and that's enough time for me to sneak over and get ourselves a couple of cheesy burgers, huh, Rachel? Doesn't that sound fun?
Well, yep.
Sophia is recruiting and training herself a little minion, is what she's
She
doing.
is.
So she's
crazy.
she's forging this bond with her, working together for their fun little benefit to lead up to something. She's got some
she's
plan.
gonna- she is going to have a plan. I don't know if she's thought it up yet, but Sophia has got a plan of cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't understand Sophia other than maybe, she's not getting better, she's getting worse. She is not getting any better.
Mm-mm.
Um, and I don't know how far out she is,
She's
you
far out.
know. Is she Janet from another planet crazy?
Oh, I don't know about that, but she might just become just one of those super manipulators.
Yeah. Yeah, because she obviously doesn't really, really, really want to get out of there.
I mean,
She wouldn't be acting like she did was too she wouldn't be shut in still. Because as long as she's shut in there, she's no opportunity for her to get out.
I mean, if we strip it to just like a statement, yes, absolutely, you're totally right. She doesn't want to get out of there, but she doesn't want to get out of there not because she like loves it there and thinks it's comfortable and fun and wants to stay away from the world. It just fits in with whatever it is that she's got going on. If it
Yeah,
was
I
more
think
advantageous for her to be like, I'm not crazy, here's my therapy, great. But she's
yeah,
not there.
you got a point that you got a point there because even though she doesn't love it there, she doesn't really want to go out there in the world and have to deal with seeing baby Trey every once in a while and deal with the whole Johnny and Chanel thing and deal with Amy Choi.
I think that it's more insidious than that. I think that she's waiting until she can enact her plan to do all of that stuff.
Ooh, and she's going to get Rachel to do part of it for her.
Yeah, yeah. She doesn't. She's not trying to hide from people. If she was trying
Oh,
to
poor
hide from
little.
people, she would still be quiet in the corner, not talking to Rachel. But she's
That's
doing
true.
something. She's
That's
prepping
true.
something. She's laying the foundation for something. She's the one responsible for taking all the Demiras.
Well, I don't know about all that, but she sure, but I think Rachel finds her cool and fun,
Oh yeah, we got burgers.
makes this place tolerable.
Uh huh. She's the one that speaks my language. She's the only one that
Yep.
doesn't think it's good here.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. She's plotting, says Margaret. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
so
she
much.
is.
So I mean, we'll
Tate
see how
ain't
that
gonna
goes.
figure her out either.
It's because Tate's a dumbass.
Tate is not gonna figure
Tate
her
is
out.
not smart. All right, his grades prove he's not smart. How he behaved when he thought that he was Tesoro's father wasn't smart. And then if you take a look at his examples too, Brady and Teresa,
Yeah.
just he doesn't he just
The only worst combination is Brady and Kristen.
I mean, they produced Rachel, and so yes, I
Yeah,
would
they
guess in the
did.
sliding scale of just kids who were born wrong, uh, Rachel takes the cake. But
That's harsh, but okay.
Tate, I just find to be an immature dummy, and that's all. That's all. I find him to be an
Yeah.
immature dummy. I want to see more. I want to see more of the Green kids. All right. I want to see more Aaron. I want to see more Mark.
When it comes to, I don't know, there's something about the betrayal of Aaron. He comes off more believable than the other kiddos do.
Hmm.
He is just, I'm such a good-hearted, goofy boy, and he seems so genuine about it.
Is that my baby? Maybe I should. No, it's okay. I don't want to hold him. He's got fester shoulders. Love it. Absolutely love it. I do. I do. I'm interested in the Greens. I'm at a point where I mean, he's the father of a baby now. Maybe make him want the baby. I don't know. Chanel is supposed to wind up pregnant according to the preview. She's going to tell Johnny at some point in Hortown Square, I'm pregnant. And does that mean that they're then going to be like, well, we don't need this kid, and then they like give him back?
No, they're not going to.
No, you don't see that in the
But
future of Johnny and Chanel.
I do see in the future someday Sophia getting it together enough to try to get him back because she does not want Johnny and Chanel to have that kid.
No, 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 she doesn't. She's worked it into her crazy mind that is not good for the child. There's one
She
thing that I
has.
didn't want for my son, and that was to be living with Johnny and Chanel. And look at this. And he's
Yeah.
just screaming his head off at all times. All times.
Yeah, you know what? When he was with Leo and he was with Javi, he He was a sweet little boy. All he does now is cry. That kid cries a lot.
Screaming all the time. He's not
He's
comfortable there.
screaming all the
He's
time.
not. I'm
But
telling you, they're gonna have to give up the kid. They're gonna have to come to the realization that little baby T needs to be renamed to Sorrow and be given back to Javi and Leo, where he wants to be. This baby already wants to be back with Javi and Leo. He just can't say it.
well, this is what I'm saying. If they don't take the restraints off Victoria where she can get out of that stroller, her mom and dad, the CPS is about to get called.
She can be 8 years
They
old. Still in
strapping
that.
down a 3-year-old in a stroller.
Yeah, she's trying to get out, pulling at the belt.
CPS needs to do something. Poor little baby Victoria. She's being handcuffed to that stroller.
Sarah is far more concerned about the baby that isn't hers. And that's Rachel. And I have to criticize Sarah, honestly. 'Cause she went looking for Brady without a shirt on. We have to be real here, okay? And I'm going to tell you in my in-depth soap analysis here, all right? It tracks, Ma. There's logic, okay? Previous days, he's saying, oh, I'm going to move into the house. And she's like, oh, that makes total sense. There's like 38 open bedrooms here. Which means the vast majority of this home is darn empty.
So she don't even need to go in the hallway that his bedroom's in.
What possible reason at all was Sarah even in that hallway?
The only reason why is that she told, I don't know whoever works for those folks that are the Karaoke's. I don't know who works there. But unless she told him, hey, put Mr. Brady right there next to
That
my
way I can happen across him as he's crossing the hall from the bathroom to his bedroom.
But the whole West Wing is empty. The whole West Wing there is empty, Miss Sarah.
Yeah.
I don't
I
care.
don't care. I need him close by. I have to watch him, you see. Days of Our Lives is also doing this fun thing where they open a bunch of scenes with, so-and-so let me in, I hope you don't mind. Have you noticed that?
Yes?
It's happening in like every other scene. Anytime
Yes.
somebody walks into one of these houses now, they're like, so-and-so let me in, I hope you don't mind.
That's how Kat got into the DeMera house last.
Yeah, yeah, and then somebody let somebody into the Kiriakis house. It was Kate.
Yeah.
Kate came in and she's like, da-da-da-da,
Yeah.
let me in, I hope you don't mind. And I'm like, what are we doing here, Days?
Yeah?
Where's the
yeah.
proofreading? Huh? Where's the proofreading?
We like to do this weird stuff, though, you know? Just like they use the same extra with the same awful wig all the
You
time.
know, you're totally
do
right
that
about
stuff on
that. It's
purpose.
possible that it was the writers having fun with themselves and doing a little Days joke. You can
Right.
never take this show seriously. Alex just
No.
inhaled baby powder. It's supposed to be anthrax or something. Somebody sent anthrax to Alex at the end of this week, folks. This is Days of Our Lives. Like sands through the
Yes.
hourglass, so is the ridiculousness of this show.
Exactly. I love it, though.
Well, you
I
can't
love
kill
how
him.
dumb it
You
is.
can't kill him. What if you go to jail? You'll never get the girl. Oh, I wish I thought of that. I hope I don't get caught.
I don't know who's stalking Stephanie, and I don't think it's Jeremy.
I think Angela was totally correct. I think at some point, this man told Stephanie to put the baby in the box. I think Angela was totally right last week because Wes Ramsey's face was not clear in the preview, but our eagle-eyed Days fans watched that thing frame by frame, and they're like, "That's Wes Ramsey." So I think Angela's right. I think whoever Wes Ramsey is playing, which is somebody he used to, because it's Days, we never get anybody new. Wes was
Right.
on before as somebody, and he'll be that
Yep.
somebody again. But I guess it's tied into Stephanie. I'm with Angela on that prediction.
So, somebody is stalking Stephanie and sending her letters and sending her evidently poison. Doesn't make any sense.
Alex. I knew Alex was going to open up that letter.
Yeah. And you know that Joy is going to be coming back with a baby soon, too, because he has mentioned Youngins 3 times this past week.
Joy
Twice
with
on
her
Friday.
joyous bun.
Yes, Joy going to come with her joyous bun, exactly.
I named him Alex.
Hopefully they'll let the baby out of the stroller someday. Now, I understand Days of Our Lives. I'm being silly, you know. I'm being silly. I understand that Victoria's stuck in that stroller because it saves money. I understand.
Well, yeah, they're not going to cast a little kid. And she's too big to have the blanket. You can't have the blanket kid. So you
Yeah,
just gotta have the I guess the American Girl doll strapped into the stroller, right? Just to make sure you hit the
exactly.
angle so all you can see is the feet.
Oh my
So when
gosh.
Joy comes back to town, are they going to be like, hey, I named him Alex. I named him after his daddy, and Alex would be like, oh, his daddy's name's Alex too, huh? You know,
Alexandria, right?
right, right. Like, well, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, huh? Oh, his daddy's name's Alex too.
Is he smart?
Is he smart? Is he like me? Oh gosh, is Alex
You're
smart,
goofy,
folks?
Pat.
Chat. Let us know in the chat if you think Alex Kyriakis is a smart man. Let us
I
know.
think Eric, I think that I could see Alex and Stephanie smooch about half as much as I currently am.
I mean, that's that they have. Whew, boy, they're just that's what they do. It's
That's
how
what they do,
it's their love language. Ma's kissing each other. It's a beautiful
I
thing.
guess.
I mean,
It sure
we got
is.
strawberries and whipped cream from John Black and Marlena for decades. And I guess
Yeah,
with Alex and Stephanie, this year's super couple, the super couple of the 2020s, we just get lots and lots of kissing, lots of smooching,
they
lots of
do.
kissing, lots of lip locking, KISSING, up in trees.
Yes,
That's what they're doing.
absolutely.
And Jeremy
Yeah.
Horton hates it. Jeremy Horton
Oh,
also was like,
Jeremy.
how come nobody gives me the gosh darn time of day? Okay? I understand that I am an angry man sometimes, but I'm also a kindergarten teacher. Give me a break.
He teaches fifth grade
But I'm also a fifth grade teacher. Give me a break. Do you know what kind of
and
temperament it takes to teach 11-year-olds?
a strong one. But you know what? He he don't have no reason to be talking to Miss Maggie that way.
Miss Maggie, huh? She's earned your
That's right.
respect.
That's right.
Well, that's why they're not giving him the time of day. They're going to smash that Jeremy Horton ornament, I promise you.
They ought to.
Maybe Dougie Three's going to sneak in and steal it. He's just going to take it.
You know what else is going to happen? Gabby, she's messed up too much, and she's going to wind up losing Philip when she actually really likes him. And Philip's going to have to like let her go, even though he really likes her, because her whole betrayal is going to come out soon.
It's going to be just a travesty of heart, and it's going to
It
all
is.
come crashing down on some sort of trivia night.
It might.
And it's going to be so sad. The trivia is going to be like, so who let it known that Philip Kyriakis is not actually one of the inheritors of Victor's estate, huh? Who let it known to the Demiras and unraveled their corporate takeover? Who was it? Yeah, he's just like, shit.
I know. All right, Matt, let's talk about our favorite storyline right now.
Oh, yeah, the crypt.
Yes.
All right, all right. We
The
got
crypt.
Bones and we got an EJ. All right.
We got, yeah, and I'm like the bones. Who are the bones?
I don't know. Some
You know,
man.
Theo made it, he explained it.
Yeah.
There's got to be boy bones. It's got to
They
be the
look
head of
like
a
boy
bone.
bones to me. I'm a bone expert. I read a book about it once, and I can tell that that bone is big. Maybe that's where the autism comes into play, because he really is like last week. I'm like, well, where's the autism, right? And also at the same time, I'm saying I'm not expecting Dr. Sean Murphy from The Good Doctor. I
Right,
am a surgeon. I'm not expecting that, right? But I'm like,
right.
it's been mentioned. It's been a part of an argument. So I'm like, where is the character aspects that is it? And I can see it here in just the fact that Theo knows something about everything.
Exactly.
So I can see it in that. And so I appreciate it. Because he's been full of all sorts of like this, but then this scientific thing behind it. Well, maybe we can try to, but then we can also, but then here's the
And,
ramification of that.
and I don't think it's a coincidence that he plays chess so well.
Yeah, yeah. That's
No?
been his thing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm for it. I'm for it. He recognizes the bones are the bones of a man,
Uh-huh.
and so immediately it's not Abigail's bones because she's still alive out there somewhere.
Oh, she sure is.
But it's somebody else's. I don't know enough about Days of Our Lives. This is Days for Dummies. We don't know enough about what's happened before for us to predict. I've got no clue.
But somebody buried somebody in the floor of the mausoleum.
Yes, and it could be a Demira or a Demira enemy.
So they don't even know. So they didn't have enough respect for that body to even put him on a hole in the wall.
Right, and it makes me think it might be a Demira. But one that was low, one that wasn't respected, not a respected Demira. It
Not
could be the
Dimitri.
bones of Tony, for all I know, and it's been Andre for the last 30 years, right? They've done that before.
That's true. You
Could
don't
be
think it's
Tony's
Dimitri?
bones. It could be Dimitri's, but these bones seem old.
And I don't think it's Johnny either.
Johnny?
I mean,
Johnny?
not Johnny. I don't think it's Stefan either.
Oh, no, no. I think that these are These are old bones. I think this is going to be some sort of tie-in to the 80s and 90s.
Maybe, huh?
And I might even tie into Peter Blake because at this point in time, we're even getting previews of somebody being dumped into the crypt with a bag over their head. We're getting the first still shots of Peter Blake being recognized by Kristen.
Oh,
Yeah, and so
I haven't
he's
seen
going to be
any
in
of
the
that.
crypt next. EJ followed by Peter Blake being thrown into the crypt, and he's actually a little bit more put together than those pictures. I guess I remembered him looking like. Like his hair is uncombed. He's got kind of a disheveled facial hair appearance, but it doesn't look like he had been locked in the dungeon for the last 20 years, as I had originally interpreted. So I don't know what's going on with Peter Blake, but apparently he's going to show up soon. Kristen's going to find him, and then this story's probably going to pop up at that point.
they're gonna have to figure out a way to get the heck out of there, aren't they?
Yeah. Yep.
Because it doesn't
EJ's in
seem
there
like
now,
someone's
yes.
just gonna let them out.
It could be Stefano, says Jeannie. I don't know. I don't know why Stefano would be buried in the dirt rather than in the slot that belongs to him in the mausoleum.
Then they'd have to open that slot and see what's in there.
Yeah, could weapons, gold bars.
Well, it would be pretty easy, when they get out, they can do a DNA kind of thing on the bones, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's the real EJ.
And
I don't know.
another thing that you said about Theo, the fact that no one else figured out that those sconces could be tools,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, he's able to think a little more clearly.
Yes.
Good, we got shovels now. Let's start digging. What's this? It's something hard. Oh my god, it's a bone. Let's stop digging.
Oh boy. And
Okay, here we go, Ma. Do you remember Vicky's son Kevin from One Life to Live?
sure.
Then you will know the face of Peter Blake because apparently he once played Kevin.
Oh, well, I certainly will then. I certainly will. Yes.
Yeah,
Which Kevin though, I wonder.
I don't know Vicky's son. Oh, but which actor who played Kevin? I don't know his name.
Right.
You might recognize him. You'll have to let us know next week or the week after when we finally see his face on our TV screens.
If you see a good shot of him, you send it to me.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, I can do that. For
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, so you're totally right when we led into this topic that the crypt story is our favorite right now. It's the one that we're most interested in.
And evidently there is a cot there and they're taking turns sleeping on it.
That way, when we don't want all of the actors in the scene, we have an excuse for them to not be in it.
Yeah, because that's how they explained Tony, where Tony
Be
was.
quiet. He's trying to get
It was
some
his turn.
to get some sleep on the cot, so everybody shut up.
And I get the impression that there is actually a toilet there as well.
That way, they don't have to dig a hole. They don't have all just.
Did you know that affluent families with a big mausoleum very often have plumbing in there?
Just in case you got to go when you're visiting the loved ones, right?
Exactly.
Like sometimes you're just talking about your life and letting it all
I
out and
knew I
listening for
should have
the
went before I
answers.
walked out.
And gosh, how many ply do they have in there right now? Let me go check it out.
So, and another thing is, are you under the impression that I am that the mausoleum is on the property? It's not at a second location. I think it's there at the Demera property somewhere,
I have no idea.
but probably not all that close to the house.
It's in a
I
place
imagine,
it's in a place where people don't go. That's all I know.
and everybody is such, Abe is right about the Demeras. They eat their own.
Well, I don't know who's kidnapped these people.
So it's not like they go out to the mausoleum to have some kind of reflection and memory about their loved one out there, because all of them don't have any of that for each other.
No, sincerely. We can see the bickering on the inside. And we're also going to see them all come together. They're going to jump their attacker or something. I don't know how it's all going to come
Oh,
down.
absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
I'm vastly curious to know who's behind it.
And now that they got Theo and EJ and Chad and Tony, even though Tony probably wouldn't be all that super effective, and Kristen, just because she's so mean.
Mean, mean, mean.
Yeah, they could kick someone's butt if they give
Oh
it a
yeah, they
try.
got a whole gang of Demirs down there now.
They do.
All right, it could be like Shaun of the Dead, where they're hitting him to the beat of Queen. Yeah, don't stop me now.
Oh, and you've got to play Queen music while that happens, right?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Having such a good time. I'm having a
Queen's got to be
ball.
playing.
Don't stop me now. All right. I guess in closing, we should make Jeannie's day and talk about Rafe. You know, in the last 5 minutes of this podcast, let's talk about Rafe. Let's talk about Kat. Let's talk about him trying to maintain
Okay.
control of this investigation while she's going rogue.
She's going a little bit
Maybe
rogue. She's going a little bit rogue. Not a ton.
She's doing what he told her to not do, at the very least.
Well,
Oh,
I don't know that
a
she
cat
did.
defender.
Did she really need to drug EJ?
If she wanted to take a good look and find the evidence of Dr. Rolf, I guess so.
Yeah. And you know, there was a couple of mentions of this, but EJ didn't seem to show this. But there was a couple of mentions of this, and I noticed it as well. You could see Kat add the drug to the drink in the mirror that he was facing.
Well, he wasn't paying attention. He was mixing himself something else.
I think so.
If he had glanced over, he would have been able to see. He trusts
Yeah.
her too much. Yeah, so, I mean, Rafe is unhappy about it, though. All right? He hollered. And he
Yeah.
threatened her, and he said, if you ever do this again, I'm going to call Shane. You're going to be thrown off this case.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you do this? Because it really was dumb. It was dumb. And he passed the information to Jada, and there was enough time for them to clean it. And not
There
because
sure
of her, it
was.
was because of Susan, because Susan saw Rolf. But also, there
Right.
was enough time for them to move all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So now it looks like now Kat really did it for nothing. They
That's
got
true.
nowhere with it. And she's stepping on the line of investigative morality.
She better be careful.
She does.
She
She's
piss
gonna...
off the wrong person. She might wind up in the
Shane
crypt.
Donovan might throw her in the gulag. All right, their own version of the gulag.
Yeah.
In the past, the tunnels went into the main part of Salem too, says Sandra. So maybe they're using the tunnels to go back and forth from the crypt, huh?
I would love that. I would love if they were using the tunnels to going back and forth to the hospital.
In and out of the secret lab where Lexi
Yes!
is, I guess. I guess. So, I like it. I've always enjoyed
They can
Rafe.
visit the pod anytime they like.
I think that Galen Gehring does a good job of playing law enforcement. I've always thought that he's played a convincing detective. He's played somebody knowledgeable and compassionate. I really get that from the performance of Galen, and also as a character trait from Rafe.
Actually looks like a cop, doesn't he?
Yeah, totally. I totally buy it. I totally buy him as FBI,
Yes.
as a cop, or as some sort of law enforcement. 1,000%. If you put a tie on him and stuck him in the courtroom, I wouldn't believe it as much as somebody sitting there in the bureau or at the precinct.
I used to work for a fella years and years and years ago, and he did extra work on the weekends. There's quite a bit of filming in San Francisco done.
Mm-hmm.
He played a cop always in uniform,
Yeah.
full beat cop. So many weekends. He just looked like a cop.
He just had that about him, and that's like what I was talking about on the previous podcast about just the human expectations of how stories are told and what people look like, and these little just psychological tricks that help you tell a story because it relies on the assumption of the human psyche.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go. You got somebody that looks like a cop, whether it be because of the job, because of a mustache, or whatever it might be.
For him, it was kind of that mustache.
It was the mustache, right? See, I even could tell you. I could tell
It was,
you.
and he had super dark hair.
Yeah. Patrick
he
says...
He looked like a cop.
Patrick says that Galen was a cop on Passions as well. So he just really fits the type, that actor
Yeah.
does. And I agree wholeheartedly, and I have no problem with that.
Well, I have to tell you, and I know Jeannie agrees with me, he is so strikingly handsome. His face is so handsome. He's got the most beautiful eyes. He looks like he's wearing eyeliner, and he's not.
It's like that actor from Lost.
Yeah, he really does. His eyelashes are so dark and so thick. He looks like he's wearing eyeliner in his waterline. He's so handsome.
He's just drawn right
But at
into
the
those
same
eyes.
time, he looks manly.
Yeah, he's a masculine, manly man, is what he is.
He looked kind of hot. But he's stupid, but my goodness, he sure is hot, that Brady. And you know that's one thing I read this week too, and I maybe go, that's kind of icky. Sarah should remember the last person he was busy with
Xander's
might have been
mom.
her mother-in-law.
Xander's mom. Yeah, I brought that up on social media the other day because people were like, where was Brady? Like when Rachel was in her spiral, where was Brady? And I'm like, I guess he shouldn't have been spending that month binge drinking with Xander's mom. You know? Goodness. Even at 54, he's aging well, says Jeannie.
Yeah.
Galen Gehring, that is. Yeah, Brady's a handsome, dumb guy. He's
Well,
just...
and I recently, through flashbacks, just recently did see Galen as a much younger man on the show. He, yes, he's so recognizable, looks exactly the same, but now he's a more mature version. But not all that different, not really, not all that different.
No, he's still recognizable as Galen Gehring.
And oh yes,
And
like
he's somebody that we would love to have on the show. I'm going to have to try to reach out to Galen somehow.
that'd be great.
Somehow. It's folks, it's just always easier for us to get a Days Cast member than anybody else.
Yep.
They're just more responsive. They want to do it. Maybe they want to do it more than anybody else.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. No, they're not going to give Baby T back to Leo and Javi. Well, probably not Cassie, but we got to talk about something during this hour. Oh my goodness.
No,
gracious.
I think Baby Trey will probably stay with Johnny and Chanel. I think those Johnny and Chanel are going to have a little bit of rockiness because I don't think Johnny's going to be, woohoo, you're pregnant.
No, he's like, oh my God, we're already dealing with one of these annoying
Yeah.
loud
Yeah.
effers. We don't need two.
Yeah.
Chanel, can you give that one to some? No, okay, let's give this one to somebody then. Let's give him back. For you, Cassie. Okay. Yeah. That's us. All right, we found our tree. It's going to be that one.
All right.
Not the light one, but the darker one.
It's beautiful.
We're going to get that one. We're going to put it on top of the car, and we're going to get the heck out of here.
Okay.
All right?
You know what I saw the other day? It was
What's
so
that?
cute. I saw an actual old red pickup truck with a Christmas tree in the back of it.
Aw, classic. Classic. We have not had Dan Fugeriegel on the show, but we did have a conversation with him at one of the Days events, sponsored by Soap Opera News. We went there under their banner, so we did have a chance to talk to him. None of that wound up on this channel, though, but there was a little bit of a write-up over on the Soap Opera News website. That's all we got so far. When it comes to that. But when it comes to Days, click around the channel, Patrick. You'll see all of the people that we have interviewed, and a few of them have been from Days of Our Lives. We've had Gabby on, Sherry Jimenez. We had Crazy Connie, Julie Dove.
We did, and
Yeah.
and we even had the privilege and honor to speak to Drake.
Yeah, on the red carpet for the Emmys one year. That's on here as well, Patrick. So we got him and Suzanne Rogers and Abe, James Reynolds, as a trio. So that's up there. Gosh, and just, when it comes to like the hour chat, just us and them, we've had Tina Wong, who plays Melinda
Linda,
Trask.
she was our last guest, I believe.
Yeah, she's the most recent one, just a couple of months ago. So it's time for us to get another one.
Oh, it
Who
sure
else?
is.
And Remington Hoffman. He started off for us when it comes to the Days interviews, was Remington Hoffman. He was generous enough with his time. And anytime you get the first person to say yes, it does get a percentage
Yeah, I was gonna
easier.
say,
Because now
hey,
you can say, oh,
ask
by the
so-and-so.
way. Not even then.
Ask so and so. It's not awful.
Yeah, pretty much. By the way, we've had such and such on, and that helps. So
Yep.
click around, Patrick. Go check it out. They're all in there in the various folders and libraries and stuff and blah blah blah. I can't be more specific than that. Subscribe to the channel just like Margaret did. Thanks, Margaret.
Yay!
And like I said, click around and watch the rest of this nonsense. We're gonna get out of here though. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. Get out of the student union, or get out of the lecture hall. Go back into the student union. Pick up your everything bagel while you left it, and munch Chow down. Finish that off. You don't want to let it go to waste.
Mm-mm.
We've got our tree. We're going to strap it to the car. We're going home. We're going to remember to swing for the fences. And as we're leaving this lot, the gate is not going to hit us on the butt on the way out.
Mm-mm.
Just like it's not going to hit you.
No. We're
Matt,
gonna
there's a
peel out
softball
and
game.
get out of here.
Oh, nice. There's a softball game coming up with General Hospital peeps. Jeannie's going to send us the info. Maybe I will make time to attend.
Wouldn't that be
That
grand?
would be fun. All right, that's it, folks. Get on out of here. Like the video if you had a good time. Subscribe to the channel if you want some more. We'll be back at 11 a.m. next Sunday to talk about General Hospital. 1:30 p.m. all of this Pacific time, of course, right here on this channel, talking about Beyond the Gates and Days of Our Lives. Follow us on social media at 10th Floor GH all over the social media planet. And that's it.
Do it.
That's it. I've been Matt.
I've been Kat.
And we'll catch you next week live right here on the 10th floor. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.